Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mad Sports Radio, a new channel that we have for everybody here that's been checking out our videos. Myself, Martino Puccio. There's Jersey Joe Archino as well. He's uploaded the first two videos on the channel. There's always Matt Lasella with me in those videos that you might see at the Gales Radio channel. He uploads the videos with me on the Lonzo Ball, the Markel Fultz, or whatever NBA news that is happening. Throughout the week. There's also Kevin Walsh Jr. He comes in and he does a lot of NFL talk, NFL mock drafts, even talks some NBA a lot of the time. I'm not sure how much baseball he does, but me and Matt Lasella are going to be uploading a lot of baseball. So, anyways, wanted to get right into it. Trade deadline today was in the NBA. We were talking a lot about it on our WICR channel. No real big moves that were made today, and it wasn't the most shocking thing. I think we were kind of anticipating that for the simple fact that we knew that teams like the Pacers and the Bulls wanted major packages for Paul George and Jimmy Butler, and it was obvious in the reportings that Danny Ainge just wasn't going to budge. The Nets picks were on the table, but they were asking for Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder, Jaylen Brown, and even Marcus Smart, three of the four players, plus the Brooklyn picks. Just way too much to give up, in my opinion, for the Celtics. I didn't even want them to make a deal for either Butler or George for the simple fact that there was no guarantees that the price was going to be right in this situation. Maybe if they gave up a Nets pick and Jay Crowder and maybe one or two other picks for George or even Butler, I think that would have been the ideal fit for Danny Ainge and the Celtics. But they stand pat, which I think is a good thing going forward. They keep the nucleus that they have. They could always revisit everything back in June. They could find out also where that draft pick is going to fall. Just to let you know, if you don't know how the lottery odds go, if you have the number one lottery odds, which the Celtics most likely will have, considering that Brooklyn has not improved at all because Bogdanovich is now on the Washington Wizards, you can't go past four, which is really important because in a draft like this is so great, even though you might be missing out on top-tier talent like Lonzo Ball and Markel Fultz, who are the consensus 1 and 2 picks in this draft. If they don't end up getting the 1 and 2 picks, they'll still have 3 and 4, which could be like players like Josh Jackson, Jason Tatum, Dennis Smith Jr., depending on how his physicals go, depending on his knee, because he hasn't said he's been 100% this past season. So it's going to be very interesting to see the moves the Celtics make. Danny Ainge even stated that he is happy that the Celtics are just standing pat now, and I think that's an important thing to say because I think he likes this young core. He likes to see what Brad Stevens can go with this. And it also maybe a testament to say that, hey, we can't beat LeBron James right now, but LeBron is second in the league in minutes. Kyrie Irving is kind of prone to injuries too. Kevin Love is out now, but when the Cavaliers are full go, I'm not going to bet against LeBron James at a 7-game series, and it seems that Danny Ainge wouldn't do that either. Also, you get to the NBA Finals, say you beat the Cavaliers, what do? You run into Golden State Warriors. How confident are you in beating the Warriors? Probably not that confident. You're probably not that confident in beating them over these next few years. So I know people are getting upset that Al Horford's on this max contract. You're going to have to give a max contract to Isaiah Thomas, but you still have Avery Bradley and Jay Crowder on these nice cheap contracts. They're both getting paid under $10 million a year. You could still sign Isaiah to that. Say 2-3 years down the road, you still have Jaylen Brown on his rookie contract. Whatever players you pick up in this draft and the draft after in 2018 with the Brooklyn pick as well, I think they could still make some moves for stars. You never know what teams are going to be disgruntled with some of their players and how relationships may or may not work out. You never know if DeMarcus Cousins may not work out in New Orleans, or other players across the league like Paul George might want to sign in free agency, or Jimmy Butler has just had enough with the Bulls and their attempt to do a rebuild over there. So I think it's very interesting. Danny's remained patient, and I think that's the right thing because he's virtually won every single trade that he has made under the Boston Celtics. I can't even think of one that was so poor that you could just say, what the hell are you doing, Danny? We don't think you're doing your job right. So I think Celtic fans have to remain patient. I don't think we're going to be beating LeBron James anytime soon. Not going to be beating the Golden State Warriors, even the San Antonio Spurs for that matter. But they're the second seed right now. They could even potentially capture the Cavs at the first spot because Kevin Love is out for 6 weeks. So I think they do have a shot there. I think they're doing a good job. It's good experience for all of them. Jaylen Brown's getting more minutes, and the more he's played lately, the more improvements he's made in his game. So I really like the Celtics team going forward, and you could always change around the roster, just draft the best player available, move on from there, because there's so many directions the Celtics and Danny Ainge can move in. So that'll do it for me. That'll wrap up this crazy trade deadline week. Not that many crazy moves aside from Boogie Cousins being traded from the Sacramento Kings to the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Martino Puccio. Please like, subscribe, comment on the video, give us topics, shows, ideas that you want us to do, and things to talk about, because we're going to be uploading a lot more videos as the year goes on. Baseball season's coming up. Tomorrow's first spring training game, so we're very excited for that. Can't wait to get started. Mad Sports Radio. Like, subscribe now. Thank you.